Hello and welcome everyone. This is Khurshid Ahmed from Pokerpronews, and joining me in today's interview session is Mr. Leon, a prominent name in India's poker industry. Mr. Leon from Mumbai is not just a poker player but also a business affiliate and the founder of Leon 22, India's largest affiliate company with a network of more than 6,000 players. Mr. Leon's journey has taken him from talent acquisition to the world of poker, where he has established partnerships with major global brands like WPT, Natural 8, KK Poker. कहते हैं कि परों को खोल जमाना उड़ान देखता है, परों को खोल जमाना उड़ान देखता है, जमीन पे बैठ के क्या आसमान देखता है. I think Mr. Leon seems to be very much inspired by this Hindi couplet, and as he is giving wings to his poker career, recently he achieved a significant milestone by winning his first major live title at the APT Manila series. So let's welcome Mr. Leon, a multifaceted personality in the Indian poker scene.
Thank you, Gurshad. Nice meeting you. Hi guys, what's up?
So, Mr. Leon, first of all, congratulations on your first major victory in Manila. How does it feel to claim your first major title, and what does it mean to you?
To be frank, I wasn't expecting much. I actually went there, to basically just enjoy some live games and stuff like that. But yes, of course, winning this title was amazing. I didn't expect it, and even the last time when I called a bluff, it was something that my hair stood up, and I was like, "Oh my God, I actually won this game!" And everything after that was just history. It was fantastic. The guys in Manila were amazing. The people who hosted the event, Natural 8 and the rest of the gang, they did really a fabulous job on the international market. So yes, it was great, to basically attend my first live series in an international destination and come with a trophy. Something that I never expected, but yeah. It was actually for the whole Leon 22 family, as well as it was for India as well. So there's a very, very big thing behind it, which I realized on a later stage that wow, hey, we are competing against probably the best in Asia, for these kind of trophies, and to win something like that was really great.
Yeah, amazing. Mr. Leon, you had a fantastic run at the APT Manila series. You not only won a title, but also you finished third in another event. So could you share your experience of playing in Manila and what you learned from competing in tournaments there?
So Manila is not something new to me, but the reason is because my son is half Filipino. So I'm kind of well accustomed with the cultures and the food and stuff like that. So I've been dealing with Filipinos, I think probably from the age of 18. It's been about 20 years now. So very nice people, very hospitable. I really enjoy the food, that's over there. Of course, with regards to the experience, yes, I think it was very, very, very good. I think us Indians should be attending these kind of live events, especially on an international stage, because I think most of us, we are in the bubble that, hey, it's an international stage, there's going to be international players, so we think they are actually too tough. But honestly speaking, it's the exact opposite. What we see online versus playing live is completely different, I would say. There's a lot of more bluffing that happens in live tournaments. Yeah.
Wonderful. Mr. Leon, looking back, when did you first come across poker and what hooked you to the game? And when did you start taking it seriously?
So I think my first game of poker was like everybody else, playing on Zynga Poker, which was a Facebook app with free chips. And I remember,
This
me
is
and a
this is
friend.
where most of the players start their journeys, right? Yeah,
Yeah. So Zynga was where I started. Then I played my first live game with a few friends, and I had beginner's luck. So I shipped my first sit and go game that I had with friends, which actually got me more interested in the game. Post that, I think my first actual real money game online was somewhere in 2014. I started off with I think it was Ada 52, and after that I was with 888 Poker. Uh, I think I went actually professionally after I started when I quit my job and started handling all the players globally as well, India and globally. That's when I started playing professionally full time. I do this for a living. I take care of people throughout the day, and while I'm taking care of them, I'm also playing at the same side. So that's basically how I got into the entire thing. I think that's what basically got me into it. I can't really say anything more, but I think we all come from families wherein moment you talk about poker and gambling and stuff like that, there's like a different intuition that basically comes in. But I think at the end of the day, it's the money that comes into your bank account that matters the most. You're taking care of yourself. So I think my parents were very supportive once they realized that hey, I can manage myself. By playing as well as doing the affiliation business and taking care of people.
wonderful. Your journey has been is quite inspiring. Moving on to your transition from talent acquisition to the poker or gaming industry. You come with a background in talent acquisition, right? What inspired you to move into the poker industry, and also tell us what were the initial hurdles or challenges during this transition?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I think the major step that I started actually affiliation, which was more like a part time kind of a thing, more of a fun kind of a thing with 888 Poker. This was, I think, back in 2018. In somewhere in 2021, before COVID, they stopped actually accepting Indian players on the site. So that thing actually stopped, and that was the time when I was approached by Natural 8, who basically told me that hey, this is what we have and this is what we have to offer. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. I'm still working and stuff like that, so I used to handle players on WhatsApp. So it wasn't much. It was just like 50-60 messages that you need to reply to and stuff like that. However, when Natural 8 came in and they knew I was associated with Natural 8, the response that I got was overwhelming. I was kind of blown away. I was like shocked, like, this is actually happening. At one particular point, I was getting at least 600 to 700 messages every time I wake up in the morning. So that's how serious it started getting. And I added my dad actually to the WhatsApp channel, which we were handling people, and he was like, "Wow, these guys really love you. They have that trust because we are in an industry wherein trust is very important. Especially when it comes to you dealing with money and stuff like that. Trust is a very, very important factor." I got this basically handled, and so what happened was I had to make sure that I had to give undivided attention to people because we were acting as escrows as well to make sure people don't get scammed. We were at a particular time wherein there were a lot of scams happening in the online market. Okay, people were getting cheated. People were promised XYZ. The moment you give them you pay them for something, they don't deliver with the funds and stuff like that. So there was a lot of things that were happening, which I said, okay, let me try and try and streamline it in such a way wherein I'll build a process wherein I'll make sure everyone who has joined under me and who has trusted me will never get cheated again. And that was something that basically took off very well in the industry. People started trusting me a lot. I used to be working on an average of 18 to 19 hours a day in my first 2 years, literally constantly on WhatsApp and stuff like that. So that's when I decided Talent acquisition, it's time to say goodbye. I'm going to move into this industry because I really like it. I love playing poker, and now at the same time, I have a source of income that's coming in as well, which is basically like a salary which can help me sustain as well. So eventually, we started getting a lot of people. I spoke to my dad. I said, hey, if I do this full time, I think I can really, do very well. And in the first week of Natural Aid itself, we had 300 people sign up under us. So the WhatsApp channel was like booming left, right, and center. Over a period now, I think ever since we established as Leon 22, we have over 6,000 people signed up. We are not only with India, we are also with the US, UK. We have multinationals now. So we have over 1,000 people who are non-Indians who are with us as well. So that's basically my entire transition. The challenges, of course, is there were a lot of scammers. There still are a lot of scammers, a lot of people trying to cheat you for your hard-earned money. We try our best to make sure you don't fall into that particular trap. And that is why we became famous. That is why people join us. We also have a very strong connection between the client and us. So if there is an issue which, like normally either language barrier or there is an issue wherein we understand what the player is trying to say, but the side is not able to understand, we get involved and we get the issues easily solved. We built our name, so there's a lot of respect between the client and us, to basically understand that, hey, what we are bringing, what value we bring to them. At the same time, they understand that if they don't provide us with good service, our players will stop playing with them.
Yeah, wonderful. Your ability to adapt and grow is quite inspiring.
I think what I do with talent acquisition, it's the same thing what I'm doing here. In talent acquisition, I had a job and I had to find someone to fill that job. Now I just find poker players. So that's basically what it is.
So, Mr. Leon 22 is India's largest affiliate company. What inspired you to start this company, and what is the mission behind this company?
So the company was basically established, I think, after Natural Aid moved to India. Okay, as per the policies, if you're dealing with an Indian company, you have to basically have a company established in India with a bank account in India and stuff like that. So that was the initial idea, to basically start the company there. But as soon as we established that, we said, okay, we still have potential to basically get more clients on board. So we signed up with Poker Circle. A couple of new clients are coming in as well. So any new client that is basically coming in, they get in touch with us, especially from India. So we try and boost them. We basically tell them what is required for the players and stuff like that. So that was when we started Leon 22, and then we started branching as well on the international side, wherein we started dealing with WPT, with KK Poker, with ACR. These are all top brands, and they are very happy to have us on board, because we started giving them solutions to the issues that they have when they were dealing before with Indian players. So we managed to solve a lot of issues. And now everything is smooth. I have a team of, I think, roughly around 5 people, marketing. We have people who are managing, the players. We are become a bit customer service oriented as well, wherein we are supporting players with issues. Like someone is talking about bankroll management, we start advising them, based upon the experience that we've had. We've had coaches come on board. We've had people talking about the mental state that you require to be in. A lot of people don't understand how poker actually works. We try and make them understand that. We tell them that, hey, you cannot win every tournament. Okay, sometimes you have to be willing to lose. Sometimes there's a bad beat. There is a luck factor that is involved as well. You have to be prepared for everything. So we train them, we teach them, we advise them. If they ask me certain questions regarding poker, I will always tell them, okay, you can go to this particular person. He will help you with X, Y, Z, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that we started doing. Very soon we'll be coming up with our own brand merchandise, wherein we'll start with t-shirts, hoodies, poker related stuff. So that's all in the pipeline. And of course, new sites will always be welcome for our players to basically try them out.
Well, good to know that you are doing a lot of things to grow and promote poker in the country. But being an affiliate for such a big platform comes with its own challenges. So, could you share what? Could you share the biggest challenges in expanding and growing this network?
So
Leon,
the biggest challenge is, like I said earlier in the in our chat, is that Indian players are afraid to take on international players because they think they are far superior than us. But it's not the case. I mean, I've been playing the international side since 2014. You know, we have constantly been, dealing with different kinds of players, different styles of play. That builds your experience. So that mentality is slowly changing. People are winning, and we share the pictures of our wins on our chats and stuff like that. So people are actually aware that, hey, it is possible for us Indians to take on the rest of the world. Of course, when we win on the international side, we're not only winning for ourselves, we are winning for India as well, because of course, we see the Indian flag, or it says where the player's from. So we automatically get our country name as well on top. So we are competing more on the international sector. The Indian sector is fantastic, no doubt. I have no complaints about it so far. Okay, but there's still a long way to go. With regards to that, so we can talk about that another time, I guess.
wonderful. Mr. Leon, coming to your insights on Asian poker scene, having experienced poker in both Asia and in places like Manila and India, how would you describe the current scene of places like Manila compared to places like India? I mean, what are the key differences according to you?
I think India lacks basically bringing in international people to play in the tournaments live. Okay, like there's a very handful of people actually come to play in India. Not very
Yeah.
sure as to why that is the case. I've not really gone deep into it. But the difference I would say is, when I played in Manila, I was with Japanese, Koreans, Australians, US people. So it was people from all different races. You when you were having a chat, either you're talking about food or you're talking about lifestyle or things like that. It was always an interesting topic to talk. Like normally I would wear my headphones and not listen to anyone, but when I was there, like after the first two tournaments, I just put that down and I was like, hey, I'm going to strike conversations with everyone. I'm going to try and understand what's their culture and stuff like that. So there was a lot of the main difference I would say was you would see different people. You would see different kinds, different style of playing. People trying to get really overly aggressive. It was amazing. It was
You
amazing.
can interact with people from different nationalities,
Correct. So I would say that
different
is the major
backgrounds.
thing. And I've been
Yeah.
to the DPT a couple of times as well. I did final table the opening event of the DPT the last time I was there, and it was amazing. I mean, even the guys at the DPT, they have an amazing service and stuff like that. But we don't see too many international players come and show off their talent in India, which is something that I would love to see happen as well.
Yeah, but DPT is a premier tournament in India, and it is the only tournament series running right now. So,
Correct.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, very thoughtful comparison, I believe. Moving on, what potential do you see for poker to grow in Asia, particularly in India? I mean, uh, are there any trends or developments that you are noticing that might shape the future of poker in the region?
At the moment, I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, I'm not going to be talking positive about this particular topic. The very simple reason is the whole GST factor that has come in. Okay, I think that has a very solid impact. Actually, it's not impacting the players, because at the moment it's the sites that are actually taking the hit. But if you actually analyze, what is, if you go deeper into it, it's very difficult, for sites to actually sustain with this kind of a model. So I'm hopeful that there would be some changes in the laws which will actually give some kind of a relief to the gaming industry, especially with regards to GST, because I think GST is a poker killer. Okay, at this particular point. Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to talk about the positive aspects till this particular situation is actually under control. I know every site in India is struggling. I know exactly how they're managing their day-to-day needs, especially when you're paying 28% for every deposit, which is a ridiculous amount of money.
But we have
So
seen some, major partnerships happening in the recent past, like Pokerbazi partnering with WPT, and Natural Aid partnering with APT for online series.
the online series, see, the whole thing is, there's a big difference. The partnership over here, I don't know exactly in detail, but it has nothing to do with the online side. Like, for example, Pokerbazi has a partnership with WPT, but it's not with the online side. It is with their live platform. So the agreement, I'm not quite sure what exactly it is, but when I did check with WPT as to what exactly is going on, they were like, "Hey, we have no clue about it. It's just the brand that is basically associated with it. But whether it is a positive thing or not, I cannot really say at this particular point,
Yeah,
because there is no. So it could be like a platform to get players onto the live scene on the international side, which is fantastic. Okay, it could also be that they are having, basically just for marketing sake, it's basically using the brand name to basically organize these events. We don't know the clarity as of yet, but we are also, looking into it while we are progressing. It's because it does have a major impact on what we do as well.
yeah, we have a long way to go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Leon, looking ahead, what are your main goals as a poker player and affiliate? Are there any specific goals or projects you are aiming for?
To be honest, as a poker player, I'm not aspiring to be a superstar. It's not one of my dreams. My dream actually at this particular point is to basically do well. It's my first company that I've ever established. It's basically a dream come true for me, and it's basically just to keep growing. And as new things come in, we have to keep trying to adjust to with the market, and what exactly is going on. Start we do plan to start training sessions wherein we get the youth of the country into the game for them to understand how things work and things like that. So more of an education kind of a thing has also been worked on at the back end at this particular point. More details I'll give it to you probably once we do establish that. So that is also something that we're looking into. As a poker player, no, I do it for fun. I enjoy myself playing. I want to keep it fun rather than more of a competition, because then I'm going to lose myself, trying to be the best. So I don't want to look at poker as a competition.
You take it just as a hobby, right?
Yeah, just as a hobby.
So, coming to your business part, like affiliate business, where do you see Leon 22 in the next 3 years?
I think right now I want to see us growing on a global stage. I think in India we've already established ourselves as being one of the biggest, or probably the biggest affiliation company with multiple sites worldwide. I want to grow on a global scale as well. So that is something that I will be looking at probably starting next year, to basically try and establish, in Thailand, in different places around the world, to make our presence basically felt. I think that's going to be the plan.
I think the beyond 22 has a bright future ahead, and your strategy to growth is just fantastic, I think. Beyond, can we now move on to rapid fire questions?
Sure.
Your favorite poker destination?
Right now it's Manila.
Because you have one there. Your favorite hand?
5-6 suited.
Favorite poker player?
Favorite poker player will be Victor Chong.
One thing you don't want to happen at the poker table, or
Play with drunk people.
okay. And what is your favorite online poker platform?
Good question. I think in India it's Adda 52. I think globally it is Natural 8.
One thing we need to grow poker in India quickly.
More players, better offers.
How do you describe yourself in one word?
A wolf.
Fantastic. So with this concludes our interview with you. Thank you for your time and sharing your valuable insights. We wish you great success and exciting journey ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you once again.
Thank you. Have a good day.